Good morning, everyone. It's January 18th, 2019. Ecological Armageddon. We are destroying our life support systems. I've talked a few times about how we have like 130 some odd species going extinct every day. I've talked in depth about Fukushima and other companies, and here we are. The insect population on Earth is dwindling, causing scientists to wonder what it means for all of life on Earth. The Earth's bugs outweigh humans 17 times over and are such a fundamental foundation of the food chain that scientists say a crash in insect numbers risks ecological Armageddon. Scientist Brad Lister returned to Puerto Rican rainforest. I thought it was the one in Alaska, but I guess not. After 35 years, to find 98% of ground insects had vanished, according to a report by The Guardian. After Lister published this study in October of last year, one expert called the findings hyper-alarming, while others believe this is the beginning of the ultimate destruction of our life support system here on Earth. Lister's return to Loquillo rainforest in Puerto Rico after 35 years was telling. The insect population that once provided plentiful food for birds throughout the Mountains National Park had collapsed. On the ground, 98% had gone. Up in the leafy canopy, 80% had vanished, according to the report. It was a true collapse of the insect population in that rainforest, he said. We began to realize this is terrible, a very, very disturbing result. We knew that something was amiss in the first couple of days, said Lister. It was just astonishing. Before both the sticky ground plates and canopy plates would be covered with insects. You'd be there for hours picking them off the plates at night, but now the plates would come down after 12 hours and in the tropical forest with a couple of lonely insects trapped, or none at all. The Puerto Rican work is one of just a handful of studies assessing this vital issue, but those that do exist are deeply worrying. Flying insect numbers in Germany's national reserves have plunged 75% in just 25 years. The virtual disappearance of birds in the Australian eucalyptus forest was blamed on a lack of insects caused by drought and heat. Lister and his colleague, Andre Garcia, has also found that insect numbers in a dry forest in Mexico had fallen 80% just since the 1980s. Now, I said in other videos that we're probably going to need artificial intelligence to get off this planet if the human species, or at least this round of us, is to survive. Our ancestors, they survived ice ages, they survived asteroid impacts, they survived all kinds of things, but we can't survive without food. I suppose some new way of growing food could be invented, or has been maybe invented already, but how do you feed 8 billion people like that? We are essentially destroying the very life support systems that allow us to sustain our existence on the planet, along with all the other life on the planet, Lister said. It is just horrifying to watch us decimate the natural world like this. I agree. I agree. Personally, I would rather live in a cave and in the woods than in a city. That's just me. But what do we expect? We have glyphosates floating around the planet, killing off the bees. We have Fukushima spewing billions of gallons of radioactive water into the oceans since, what was it, 2011? And we have the likes of Bayer, Monsanto, Syngenta, the rest of them, dumping toxic chemicals into the ground. Coca-Cola, Pepsi. What do we expect? What do we expect? It's all in the name of, the economy. Anyway, thought I'd share this with you. Hope everyone has a good day. Kill the state, live free.